So, here we are after a very long time. Apparently, the day has come, and I'm gonna show you how to set up Voicemeeter on Windows. So, let's get this started. First of all, obviously, guess what? You need to go on the website of Voicemeeter, right? And once you get there, go on Potato. That's the one you want to download. I'm gonna keep this quite short because in the beginning it's very confusing, so I don't have to explain you how to download a program, right? And once you're gonna get this installed, remember that you're gonna have to restart your computer. We're gonna move on the next step. So why we want Potato is because you do have 1, 2, and 3 interfaces, virtual interface, that you can use in order to have a call with the scammer and share the audio with everybody else. So, how you do that? First of all, let me close the browser and we go Voicemeeter. Sorry, I'm randomly clicking around. And this is how it's looking like. So, what you actually want to do is to set up this program correctly. Duh. Anyhow, here you're gonna have to put your microphone. You have to select your microphone. So you go there and you're gonna select your microphone. I use a Yeti, so that's the one I select. And you're gonna see like your microphone twice in this list because there is like this WDM, MME, and this kind of stuff is the driver, right? So the microphone is the same, it's changing the driver a little bit. You're gonna test this by yourself to see what's working the best for you. In my case is so once you set your mic, this is a gate that I have to avoid scammers listening to the keyboard, some other noise whatsoever. So in my case I keep this at 4.7, but normally you would have it on 0. And you can just play with it later on. It's not really important to do this right now, but of course I mentioned to you, right? What's very important is that once you set your mic, you want to have your mic in this way on B1, B2, B3. In this way, your mic is piping the audio in B1, B2, and B3. You're gonna get this more clear very soon. Once you get this done, here you have your output. And you can see in my case I have a bunch of it, right? So you can select your headset, your speaker, you see, headset, speaker, and you just put everything you want there. Remember that A1, A2, A3, and whatsoever is what you're gonna have here. You see A1, A1, and so on. So in this case, if I want to listen to what I have in Brave browser, and I want to listen to this with my headphones, then I have to do A1 and take away A3 because A1 is my output one on headphones. And in this way, you start to understand how to use Voicemeeter to pipe the audio wherever you want. Once you get used to this, it's very difficult to don't use it. Like, I use this every day and I just love it. So, once you set your output and you have your input done, now you get a little bit of the tricky part where a lot of people get confused. So what you want to do, you want to go in your sound option here. And this is a trick I use. Let me show you this trick. So this is a link. I created the link. Notepad. this is what I do. So I do new shortcut, then I put like this in here, then you type whatever you want. Sound setting. You see? And you have it here. And this is gonna show you this straight, which is very, very good. So let's get this done. It's quite simple actually. Just a little bit confusing the first time you do it. What we want to do is this. For example, my setting is here I have this chord. Let me see if I can show you this like better. Give me a second. Okay. So here I have this chord normally. And I think if I should be able to re-edit this. Yeah. Right click this chord. I see. Right click. Right click. Sounds. So here is where I normally go to put this chord. Here I'm gonna put like text now or a soft phone, whatever you need to call the scammer. And here is where I put sounds from the browser, whatsoever, if I want to mess it around. Then I have to show you how to change. So let's say that I want my Brave browser to play here, as you can see it, right? Then I have to go in here and I have to select the right interface, the right input, the right output. So don't bother too much about input, output regarding like when you go to read it here, right? In the name, you're gonna see input, but this is the output. Here you're gonna see output, but this is the input. Don't mind, right? The trick here is very simple. This is value 3. Whatever you wanna have it here has to go in and out on value 3. That's it. Value 3 and value 3. So this gonna play here. And if I take a Brave browser, it's gonna, yeah, play here, and I can pipe the audio wherever I want. Actually, I'm gonna show you this better in a second. Anyhow, so you start to select things. I should have like Discord as well, but sometimes things get buggy, so I don't see Discord in my list right now. Let me see if something about it. Okay, now you have it. So you see my Discord is set on Vio. This means that my Discord gonna come up here, right? And if I'm playing something in my Brave browser, let me look for it. Okay, so now I'm playing something in my browser. You see here, you start to see some green because it's actually playing. And I can put this wherever I want. If I want people on Discord to listen to this, I'm gonna click B1. If I don't want to listen to this right now, I do like this. And only people on Discord gonna listen to this. Why Discord? Because B1 is where I set Discord to go, which is Vaio. And so whatever I put in B1, I'm gonna play in Discord, right? And if I want Discord to play here or there, I'm gonna do B2, B3, and Discord. I'm gonna play there. This is how a scammer gonna listen to the people on Discord, right? Because if the scammer is playing in the browser, doing so, people on Discord are gonna listen to the scammer, and doing so, B3. This is B3. So the scammer gonna hear the people talking on Discord. Very simple in this way. You can keep adding application around. So, for instance, I have my Firefox browser. And I can go on my TextNow account. Wait a second. This is bad. One moment. Okay. TextNow became very, very tricky, you know. As soon as you join with a VPN, oof. So don't use TextNow much with VPN nowadays. Anyhow, if I call the scammer now, see, this is ringing. People on Discord can hear that. Oh, this scammer is funny one. And if I want people from Discord to talk to the scammer, I'm gonna do like so. In this way, everybody happy. Hello?
How are you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Fantastic. Listen, I just have to get my dog out, okay? I'm gonna call you in 5 minutes. He's crying. James? Love you.
yes,
I call you in 5 minutes. Be there for me. So, you see? You could hear the scammer because I went on text now. I click B3 and Streamlabs is using this interface right now. So that's how I did it. I'm trying to think if there is something else you should know. And actually, yep. So if you start to get a little bit like poor quality audio, like it's getting a little bit robotic, then you have to go here, Task Manager, Details, you go on this process, and you go on Priority, and you set it on High, and you go on Affinity, you deselect all of them, and you just select one of them. You do like so, and your Voicemeeter will work correctly. So far, it should be fine. So I wish you're gonna enjoy. Have a blast. Kick scammers ass. And if you have any other questions, just count on me. Have a good time.